What's up? Blind and Independent here, or Jacob, whatever you want to call me. I want to go into the story on how I met the NHRA guys and the Pro Mod guys and everything else, because I'm sure a lot of you guys that subscribe to me today are wondering how I got connected and how I became so tight with Fast Jack and the DSR guys. So it's a pretty interesting story. Grab your popcorn, whatever you want, and let's get started. So, back in 2013 of June, I went to an ADRL drag race in Martin, Michigan, called US 31 Dragway. They had Pro Mod cars. That was the top class there. And at the time, Steve Jackson was running a 1968 Pro Nitrous Camaro for Al-Anabi Racing. The Honey Badger was orange. And UKTR fans that are from way back when will remember the Honey Badger. But I was walking through the pits at US 31, and one of my buddy was like, "Hey, you want to feel this car tire?" I was like, "Yeah," and it was a small, smart car tire. You know, a smart car tire looks like a golf cart tire. That's what I could compare it to. And then he took me over to feel Steve Jackson's rear tire on the Pro Nitrous Camaro. And if you guys know Pro Mods have pretty big tires. Not as big as the Funny Car and Dragster tires, but pretty big tires. You know what I'm saying? Big slicks in the rear. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I had my cane with me, and Steve Jackson ended up coming out of his trailer, and I'm guessing they were throwing a tune-up in the car or whatever, and he asked me if I wanted to sit in the car, and, you know, of course, you know, I was like, heck yeah. I was only 9 years old. Like, heck yeah. Of course I want to sit in the car. So he showed me how to get in the car and showed me all the little switches, and, you know, Steve Jackson's an amazing guy. He's really good to his fans, and just really good diehard drag racer. Good smack talker, too. So we just kind of connected from there. We went to the stands and watched first round, and then came back to his pit again and was like, good job, you know, you guys won, you know, all pumped up, you know, because we didn't really know who to root for. And, you know, he showed that he was nice, so we're like, okay, we'll root for him. Well, then we got to talking to one of his crew guys, Robbie Lollery. Awesome, amazing guy. And me and him clicked, and you know, I know a lot about cars. I've grown up around cars, and I really, you know, cars are my passion. Even though I can't see to drive them, you know, I've just been around it my whole life, and I love it. And, you know, he was like, wow, you know a lot about cars. Like, yeah, I sure do, you know. More than what a 9-year-old should know, you know. I'm just sitting here telling him this and that, values of different things, and you know, I've definitely paid attention and learned. You know, definitely not math class, because I don't pay attention to math class. I'm guilty. But anyway, so he was like, so y'all want to come up to the starting? Like, we were like, heck yeah. So we got to ride in the golf cart that pushed the Pro Nitrous Camaro up to the starting line. And, you know, when they're staging, you know, the golf cart's right there on the starting line. If you guys have ever been to the drag race, the push vehicles or the tow vehicles are always right there on the starting line. And then when they're about to, you know, when they're going into stage, we run down to the end of the track and wait for the car. So you're right there when they're doing the burnout and everything. And it's amazing, you know, super loud, and it's just awesome. And so yeah, you know, I kind of fell in love with the Pro Nitrous cars, and we just got connected. Well, we ended up going and winning that race that year, 2013. Look it up, ADRL, Martin, Michigan. Steve Jackson won it. I got the trophy sitting on my dresser. He dedicated the trophy to me, which was really amazing, you know. And we ended up swapping phone numbers, and that week they got to talking to, at the time I was living with my aunt, and got permission to bring me down to Norwalk, which was really cool. So I went down to Norwalk, Ohio, to the Summit Nationals in 2013, and I met Khaled Al-Belushi. At the time, he was running Top Field Dragster for Al-Anabi Racing, and the other car was Sean Langdon. Amazing group of guys. And Belushi is good buddies with Phil Schuler. At the time, he was crew chiefing Spencer Massey's dragster. And me and Phil kind of connected really well also. And then they introduced me to Fast Jack Beckman. Awesome, amazing driver. My favorite funny car driver. As you guys know, I was with them all weekend this weekend. But, we got to talking with Jack Beckman, and me and him connected, and he gave me a tour of the pits and, you know, let me sit in the car and everything. And that was really amazing, you know. The nitro cars, I fell in love with the nitro cars. And I really just hung out with Stevie Jackson because he wasn't running NHRA Pro Mod at the time. He didn't run, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Stevie, because I'm sure you're going to watch this, 2017, I believe, was their first year of Pro Mod in Gainesville when Bahrain 1 came on board with them. But, so he wasn't running Pro Mod at the time, and I mainly was hanging out with the Al-Anabi guys, but still, you know, with the DSR guys, because Belushi, Stevie, and Phil are all, you know, really close friends. Well, once Al-Anabi pulled out of Top Fuel, I completely switched to DSR. You know, I was diehard DSR. I was, of course, a DSR fan for funny cars because Al-Anabi didn't have a funny car, but I was, of course, rooting for Khaled Al-Belushi because Al-Anabi were the ones that, you know, really kind of put together the whole deal to bring me down to Norwalk and everything else. Well, once, you know, that happened, I kind of really connected with Jack Beckman, and when I went to the NHRA Chevrolet Performance U.S. Nationals in 2014, I only hung out with Jack Beckman. All my time was dedicated to Jack that race. And we really connected that weekend. And ever since then, me and Jack have been really good friends. I talk to him at least twice a month on the phone, check in. You know, he's an amazing guy. You know, even when he doesn't win, he's still a winner in my eyes. So, then in 2017, I'm missing a year. 2016, I believe, was it 2016 or 2015 I went to Norwalk again? I believe it was 2015. I ended up just going down there with Phil Schuler, Robbie Lowry, and Robbie's son. And I, again, hung out with Jack Beckman the whole race. Because at this time, Al-Anabi had pulled out of drag racing. I mean, not out of drag racing completely, because they have Pro Mod cars, but out of Top Fuel. And, it was a lot of fun, you know. And, then in 2017, I went to the Chevrolet Performance U.S. Nationals again. And I hung out with Jack, and I brought a friend with me that time. So not all my time was dedicated to just Jack. I hung out with my friend and hung out with Stevie because Stevie was running Pro Mod. So I went to their pits for a little bit and hung out. And, you know, I was all over the place in 2017 at the U.S. Nationals. Just like this weekend, I was back and forth from KTR, Bahrain, Racing 1, Pro Mod car, Steve Jackson. I was at his pits, and I was at Fast Jack Beckman's pits, as you guys know. And this weekend was definitely a memorable weekend. I just want to thank you guys all that subscribe to my channel. And, you know, I promise you guys good YouTube content. And, basically, is what this YouTube channel is going to be. It's going to be BMX stuff, because I ride BMX. Fully blind, I have 2 fake eyes. For people that don't know, I lost my eyes to retinoblastoma. So they had to remove my eyes, and I have 2 fake eyes. I ride BMX. And it's going to be like traveling videos and how I deal with things. And I'm going to try to get my hands on a Braille swing and start teaching Braille on the YouTube channel. Because you people that can see can read Braille, and I know how to teach it very well, so I would love to do that for you guys. Also, I want to do a lot of racing talk. Just basically anything. I'm gonna blog and show you guys how I just do things as a blind person and how I get through life. Cause it's definitely different than a person with vision. I adapted, and I live in a very independent life, really. Um, I know you guys see me hanging on to Jack at the race and everything, but I don't know that area. It's crowded, so. But when I'm at home, I'm on my own, or close to home. I'm pretty much on my own. So, yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. Comment any of your questions. Hit that like button, that share button if you guys want to help me out. Subscribe. Anything like that. It's very well appreciated. Any question that you have about the disability, do not be afraid to ask, because I do not get offended by anything. You guys will hear me crack blind jokes. The blind jokes are pretty funny. I can't even lie. So I'm really humorous about it. I'm blind. It is what it is. There ain't no reason to sit and mope about it. So yeah, y'all have a wonderful night, and God bless. Peace.